shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras, go to war.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Coming off a washout 2021, it's Travis Etienne. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This defense for the Broncos, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Etienne running right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Jaguars at 3-4 on the year coming into play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence, his throw incomplete. This game, the 9th that the Jags had played here in London, you might know that Shad Khan, he's the owner of both the Jaguars and Fulham in the English Premier League on the soccer side of things. And this is the 3rd of 3 London games the NFL will play this year. But there is one more game to come over on the continent. The Seahawks and Bucks from Munich, Germany. The first time a regular season game will be played there. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. Just shy of the 30. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Josh Allen from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Josh Allen accumulates 7.5 sacks last season to lead Jacksonville and their rebuilding defense. Not quite the Pro Bowl season he had as a rookie. They expect him to continue to blossom and is a future All-Pro.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson finds Dulcich out left side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Wilson. On the move to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Broncos. Javonte Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
From the 31, Lawrence. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Jaguars take over a first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On the counter, Etienne. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Etienne, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Etienne up the middle, and he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Now this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give running right, Etienne. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll go again with Etienne. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Evans. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 7, operating from the 34. Lawrence steps away to his left. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The 30, 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown. The size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how frequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time they were on guard. Incomplete.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
And this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action. Now Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 31, Wilson rolling to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Man open, here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Lawrence on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
But doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Steps away. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Lawrence to throw. Dancing to his left. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And able to find Kirk complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. ETN. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Once more, ETN. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try to run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Another tote for Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Go! Hey, 7.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Michael O.J. Mudia. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. Here's Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. Now Wilson, option right. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson wants to throw it. This is caught by Williams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's second and a yard. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, ETN once more. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Denver, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.